Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. How are you all today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day here in the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. Absolutely gorgeous weather, sun shining, absolutely beautiful. So I hope it's like that for everywhere. I know we can't all be that lucky to have gorgeous weather, but yes, it's absolutely gorgeous here today. So I'm going to jump on and do some live crafting with you today. I know I did say in my event that I was going to do the drawing of my monthly winner for my monthly prize for sharing my videos, but I actually haven't had a chance to put everyone's name into the draw. So I actually won't be drawing that today. I will jump on a little bit later on when I've actually had time to get everyone's names in the draw, and I will draw that later on. So I'll jump back on later on and do a live drawing of the monthly prize. So the monthly prize for last month was our beautiful watercolored pencils, the number 2 lot that was in our seasonal bundle that was a limited time edition. So I also want to share with you today some awesome news about some lovely, beautiful products that we have available and some of our specials that we have on at the moment. You're at work sneaking a look but can't have sound. No worries, Wendy. Some of the deals that we have at the moment is I don't know whether you know about it, but it's World Card Making Week this week. So for all of you people that craft, the idea is in World Card Making Week. World Card Making Day is actually the 6th of October, so it will be coming up soon, 3 more days. But we celebrate all week. So Stampin' Up have actually organised some awesome specials so that when we celebrate this awesome week, we're able to offer you some great specials and some fun crafting. We all get on and we all want to do as much crafting as we can so that we can celebrate this awesome time, because what is better than, oops, here's a visit from Theo. You haven't seen Theo for a while. He's just decided to jump up. Over on your pillow, mate. Over there. Go. There. So I decided that I would jump on, do a bit of crafting and celebrate World Card Making Week, I'm calling it. It's not World Card Making Day, it's World Card Making Week. So when you get on, jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. If you're new to my channel, please don't be shy, jump on, say hello. I love chatting with people. So I'm just going to let you know about the specials to start off with, and we will move along. So as you may remember, we actually had the limited edition seasonal bundle that we had last month. Well, we now have another bundle which is really, really exciting, and it is an exclusive. If you like snowflakes, you are absolutely going to love this. Now, hang on, I'm going to flip that so that we can see the writing the right way. Let's do this. Okay, so now you can read the writing. I've just got to work out where I'm supposed to show that. So this is a new suite that they're bringing out that is called the Snowflake Showcase. Now that is some of the projects. Look at these beautiful projects that they've actually designed for us. And this is what you can get in that bundle. Sorry, I'm trying to... It's so hard when everything's back to front. Okay, so as you can see, we've got some beautiful stamp sets here. We've got 2 stamp sets, and down the bottom you can see they've got some beautiful framelits, some lovely trinkets, and also over this side some lovely, I think it's like velvet paper, but like flocked paper. So it is absolutely simply to die for. Now at the moment, these items are available to us as demonstrators. So one of the perks of being a demonstrator is that we get our hands on these products 1 month prior to everybody else getting their hands on the products. So they're going to be available from the 1st of November to the 30th of November. But as to us as Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, we're able to, sorry, I'm just going to get that away so I can see. Hey, Matthew, how you going? Oh, not at work, you're at training. So it is going to be a limited time bundle. So I've actually ordered mine. I ordered mine Tuesday morning. So hopefully I'm going to have it either by the end of this week or early next week, so that I can start doing some lovely creating with this snowflake showcase. So as I said, 2 big stamps, a massive framelit set. Now I just want to show you that framelit set again. Look at all of those framelets. I just need to read how many framelets there is. 20 framelets in that set. 20. Huge, 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 massive. So you can get your hands on these products if you wanted to join my Wild Heart Crafters team. If you join my Wild Heart Crafters team, you can order that Snowflake Showcase in your starter kit if you want. Now, we also have another special happening at the moment that we have. Stampin' Up! Are introducing a new starter kit. Now, as you may know, I have run my Stampin' Up! As a business for the last 12 months, and I was lucky enough to earn the wonderful trip to the Greek Isles, which is what they call their incentive trip, and that was an awesome achievement for me. I never dreamt that I was going to earn that trip. It all came about from all of you wonderful people purchasing products from me, all of the wonderful new team members that I got. Now, if you are thinking that this is something that you may like to do in your life, I can tell you it is a wonderful opportunity, and all you need to do is purchase the starter kit, and then you get 20% off all your products, all discounted from that time on, whenever you stay current. But as I said, you can choose that snowflake bundle. You can choose that in your starter kit if you really, really wanted to get your hands on it quick. So the other thing, while I'm talking about that, if you wanted to run your Stampin' Up! As a business, they've now offered a brand new starter kit that is $235 to purchase. But in this brand new starter kit, you get all of the products that are here listed on this. So you get the perennial birthday stamp set, you get everyday label punch, you get the clear block D and H, you get 3 ink pads, you get cardstock, you get vellum cardstock, you get very vanilla envelopes, you also get grid paper, you get Stampin' Up! Dimensionals mini and normal size, you get our multi-purpose glue, you get baker's twine, you get metallic pearls, you get absolutely an awesome kit with this new starter kit for $235. And alongside of that, what Stampin' Up! Are offering is you get a Stampin' Up! Apron with Stampin' Up! Logo on it, and you also get one of our awesome little pop-up scrap bins, and you also get a $50 coupon that you can use on your next order if you want to use on your next order. But if you wanted to run your Stampin' Up! As a business like I do, and you want to make money and you want to make an income out of it, they have worked out this starter kit to set you up for your first event. You can take this starter kit and you can roll with it straight away. You can use the stamp set. They even have said that they're going to give you some project ideas of what you can do with the starter kit, so you can already have ideas planned out ready for your first event. So you've got your apron to look very business orientated, you've got your scrap bin to hold the event, you do a quick make and take, you get some people together. Now if you've got someone that's interested in holding a party, you can offer your $50 coupon to that person as the host, and she can use it on her first order if she wants to use it. So Stampin' Up! Have excelled themselves in the fact that they actually are trying to get people to run it as a business, and if you're interested in doing that, you can definitely make some money out of it. So something to think about. If you're interested and you want to give me a call, please, hey Jenny, how you going? Please give me a call when I'm finished doing my live video, or send me a personal message with your phone number and I'd be happy to give you a call and chat about it. The other thing is we've got our Stamparatus accessories. Now the Stamparatus accessories, if you've got a wonderful Stamparatus stamp positioning tool, they've now brought out an extra set of plates over here. They've brought out some grid paper and an extra foam. Now you can get all of that in a bundle, or you can buy them all separately. And they've also got the magnets if you've had a trouble with your magnets and you've broken your magnets. But the grid paper here is specially designed to fit perfectly into your Stamparatus. So that is something that I have ordered and I'm waiting for it to arrive because I think the grid paper will be awesome, especially when you're using your foam mat with your Stamparatus. Awesome to have your grid paper in your Stamparatus so that you can actually get it exactly how you want it. Also for World Card Making Day, we have some specials. So these specials are limited for a short period of time, from the 1st to the 7th of October. So you got 4 more days to get in and check out these items. Now, if you haven't checked out the items, you'll find that if you go to my online store, which if you click the Shop Now tab at the top of my page, my business page, it will take you straight to my online store and you can see those World Card Making Day specials. There's card kits, there's stamp sets, there is 12 by 12 cardstock, there is our Whisper White note cards and envelopes, and we also have delightfully detailed note cards and envelopes. Dimensionals are on sale. Foam adhesive strips, tear and tape are on sale. So we've got some awesome sales happening at the moment because of World Card Making Week. Okay, so now I've got all the business stuff out of the way. If there's any questions, please ask me as we go along. I'm happy to answer questions as I go along. And I'm happy now to get crafting so that we can all have a good time. So I'm going to flip that back around so that I make sure I'm the right way. And now I'm going to pop it, get rid of that. I'm going to pop it down to my desk and we'll get crafting. So I'm just going to, oops, sorry about that. Get it there. I need to get some light on the subject. Okay, now I am winging it today. I was going to be very organised and I went downtown, and then when I came home I had a phone call from a lovely friend of mine, and that took me a little bit longer, so I'm just gonna wing it a little bit here. So the first thing I decided to do, I wanted to use the Spirited Snowman. I also wanted to use the Buffalo Check. I haven't actually used the Buffalo Check stamp set yet, so this is brand new. I will be christening my stamp set today. Okay, sorry, I'm catching up on comments here. You wish you could buy something. Enjoy your lunch, your mum's saying, Matthew. So you must be out somewhere. Oh, that's right. You said you're at training. That's right. I do remember you saying that. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm also going to use the Falling for Leaves. So that's the things that I have planned for today. So I decided what I wanted to do is, for my base of my card, I'm going to use powder pink. I want to make a really cute card with this Spirited Snowman. So I'll double check what this base is cut at. Make sure I've got it right. Put them out of the way. So you will have to bear with me today that, as I said, I'm winging it. Sometimes people say that they like it when I wing it. Thanks for sharing, Karen. Okay, so the other exciting thing that I wanted to tell you is my awesome giveaway for this month for sharing my video, which I just ordered it yesterday. So I'm a bit excited about what I'm going to give away. It is an awesome giveaway this month. Just hang on and I double check and I go and find my set over here so I can show you exactly what my giveaway is going to be for this month, if I can find it here. Bear with me, bear with me. It has to be here somewhere. Isn't it funny when you're trying to find something, it doesn't seem to want to pop out at you when you're trying to find it. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to use my booklet to show you. Anyone have a guess at what they think is going to be my stamp set? Now, it's going to be out of the holiday catalogue. Anyone have a guess what they think my stamp set that I'm going to do as the giveaway for this month? The snowmen are so cute. They are cute, Karen, exactly. And I haven't christened my snowman stamp either, so it's my first time at christening my snowman come on, where is this stamp set? There it is. Winter Woods is going to be my monthly giveaway for this month. Now, I've ordered the clear mount, so if you share my video and you need to type shared into the comments, and you get an entry for every time you share my video, whether you're sharing my video, even if you're not watching it live and you're watching the replay, you need to share my video and type shared in the comments. And my monthly giveaway is going to be the Winter Wood stamp set. $40 worth, people, for sharing my video. So please, everybody, share and share. Because sharing my video gets my crafting out there, and it helps me bring you more of these videos, because it's how I earn my living. Now, any of the items that I use, once again, so I'm using powder pink as my base. Any of the items that I use in this video, you can purchase through, you love that stamp set, Karen? Well, you need to share my videos and type shared. I think you did share it anyway. So that is going to be my giveaway for the month. I'm so excited to be bringing you that as my giveaway. Okay, so I've got a piece of Whisper White that is a tiny, tiny little bit smaller than my base. And I'm going to bring in the Stamparatus tool, because I was just talking about how we have the awesome special with the Stamparatus tool. So because this is a big stamp, this buffalo stamp, I want to use my Stamparatus tool to be able to position it really nicely. And if it doesn't stamp quite exactly how I want it to stamp, I'm able to re-stamp it. Okay, so I actually want that. Now, the reason why I'm positioning this plate here at the top is, hey Catherine, how you going? Thank you for sharing. Whereabouts are you watching from, Catherine? I think you're new to my channel. So I'm just going to pop a stamp set underneath that. And I'm going to get my Buffalo Check stamp out of its case, the brand new. You ready for it? Brand new stamp. Okay, now, one of the things I do not put my sticker on the back of my stamp. It comes with a sticker, and a lot of people put it on the back of their stamp. And the reason why I do not put that sticker on the back of my stamp is for the simple fact that it stops it from sticking to our acrylic blocks. Now, there is a block big enough that will fit one of these. Now I'm going to position that. I've got it 2 squares down and 1 square over. Just going to position that nicely. And then I'm just going to sit my Buffalo Check stamp down on top of that piece of cardstock. So just like that. And I'm going to press it on. From Mill Park, your Margaret's sister. Margaret Griffith, is that who you're saying? Margaret, the Margaret that is your sister? Okay, so I've now popped that into place. I've got my stamp all mounted, ready to go. Now I'm going to find my powder pink ink pad. Now I'll turn it around actually sideways. You can probably see it better if I stamp this sideways so you can see what's going on. So I'm just going to keep my cardstock right where it is. I'm going to ink up my stamp with my powder pink. Oh, I did guess which Margaret. Well, welcome, Catherine. I'm glad that you've come and joined. Yes, Margaret watches my videos quite often. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up with my powder pink ink pad. Now, it is a large stamp. Make sure that you ink it up really, really well. Now, I'm going to make sure that that is all in line, exactly where I want it. Hello, Ruth. How are you? Thanks for joining. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp it down. And because it's such a large stamp, really press all the way over so that we can see if we get a really good image. This stamp, and the other thing I wanted to do, I'm not going to do it today in my live video, but I really, really want to emboss with this stamp as well. So have a look at that. I'm going to ink it up again because there's a few splotches there at the top that I'm actually not real happy with. So I'm going to ink it up again. I'm going to go again. But isn't that simply gorgeous? What a fantastic pattern. So I'm going to press down in that top section and try and get it. Now the reason why I put it 2 squares down is because when the stamp is close to the hinge, it's very hard to get a really good stamped image. So, oh sorry, Matthew, were you asking me what colour? Powder pink. Yes, it is powder pink, and thank you, Karen, for answering for me. Okay, so I'm just going to do that second time, and I think that is absolutely beautiful. Look at that for an awesome background. Okay, I'm going to take that out of the way. So this is a really quick, simple, easy card that I've decided to do. So I'm going to mount that up on my powder pink, but doesn't that just look simply stunning? So Jenny said, you're going to have to go back to bed. You're just too tired from 12 days in hospital. Oh, you've been in hospital, Jenny. It was your husband that had been in hospital before. You two are having a rough time of it. Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube, because I normally upload my live videos to YouTube, if you look down in the description down below, you will find the link to my Facebook page. If you're a member of Facebook, you can jump on over to my Facebook page and follow me, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way you don't miss out on any of the videos that I do. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I'm going to use the cute little friendship one down the bottom here, the 2 Santas. Once again, this is a brand new stamp set. I haven't used it yet. It's been sitting on my shelf for so long, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I finally have decided to get it out and give it a go today. So I'm actually going to cut this down. I don't want that as big, so I want it to be cut down. I want it to be as wide as what they are, which is 2.5, but I want it to be longer so I can stamp the sentiment. So 2.5. I'm going to do 2.5 by 3.5, I think. So I'll cut that down to 2.5 inches. Now this is our Stampin' Up! Trimmer. It is fantastic for cutting your layers. It's absolutely awesome for doing that. Okay. So now I'm just going to use my black Memento ink. I'm going to mount that up on a block, like so. I'm going to ink it up with my Memento black ink. You're at work, Ruth, watching between customers. Hello, Nikki, how are you? From USA. Thank you very much for jumping on and watching. It must be late over there for you in the USA. Getting late anyway. Hey Charmaine, thanks for joining. Okay, so I've got that lovely and inked up, and I'm just going to stamp them up the very top of this piece of Whisper White. I've no idea why my laptop over here is not giving me the comments straight away. Matthew's saying, what time is it over there, Nikki? Exactly. Okay. So there's some of our cute little friends, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now I'm just wondering whether I'm going to have enough room for Love Never Melts underneath, because I think that's going to be a super, which I will. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to get my blends out, and I'm going to just add a little bit of colour with my blends, because this is such a super, super cute little stamp set. Okay, and I'm going to ink that up in our powder pink, I think, because I think it's just going to be super cute to have a nice little soft saying. Okay, so I've inked that up, and it's very hard when I'm so far away. Hopefully I'm going to get this nice and straight. It is super cute, isn't it, Matthew? Love Never Melts. So, so cute. Okay, so I'm going to bring out some of my, what colour have I got here? Pink Pirouette. Better not use Pink Pirouette because we don't have Pink Pirouette anymore, so I better not use that. I better use a different colour. Let's see what we have here. Lovely lipstick. I'm going to use the light Lovely lipstick. Is that the light one? No, that's Floaty Flamingo. This one. That's Flirty Flamingo. Oh my lord. This one, lovely lipstick. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use Petal Pink. I know Petal Pink is not quite the right pink, but I think Petal Pink will be fine. So I'm just going to, with the dark Petal Pink, I'm just going to make the cute little scarf. And I'm thinking just the part of her hat. And maybe her bow. I think that's quite cute, just to add a little bit of colour. Now you don't have to add a lot of colour to these images, like just a little bit of your memento and a little hint of colour is quite enough. Now I want to get, sorry, bear with me here, I'm trying to find some colours here. Okay, I'm going to use Mint Macaron, I think. Is this it? Light Mint Macaron. I want the dark as well. Is that the dark? No, Pool Party. Actually, I could use Pool Party. Yep, Pool Party's the go. What ink do you stamp with alcohol markers, please? Okay, Memento Black ink, Angie, is the ink that you use. When you're doing your blends, you use Memento. When you're doing watercolouring, you use your StazOn, your permanent ink. I know it gets a little bit confusing, so I'm just going to do the band of his hat. And I'm going to do his scarf all one colour. I know that sounds boring, but I think his scarf all one colour will look fine. Okay, so then I'm going to do, got to do the holly. I'm going to do the holly in, what have I got here? I'll find the Mint Macaron now. I want, Call Me Clover. Light Call Me Clover. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Because I don't want it looking too stark looking because of how soft all the colouring is there. That, and I'm going to use some of our lovely lipstick. I know I probably should use red, but I think lovely lipstick will look alright for those little berries there, and I think for the heart. Super, super cute. Now these are our blends, alcohol markers. They're fantastic for colouring, absolutely fantastic. Hello Lisa, how you going? Thanks for joining. Lisa's from Idaho. I think, Lisa, you're in the training group, aren't you? You're in the training, Kylie's training group with us? Okay, so I'm just going to grab those pens out of the way. And I'm going to cut a little bit of cardstock to back behind that. So I wonder whether I've got a piece here, just to put a backing in behind it. Okay, so out of my scraps here. Now I'm sure I did that, was it 2.5 by 3.5? 2.5 by 3.5. So I'm going to do this 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I've just added 1/4 inch to get a lovely backing in behind there. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a shocker with the comments. I'm not catching up on the comments here. You made a note of it, Angie. That's awesome. No problem. You wanted to learn from the best, so here I am. Oh, thank you, Lisa. That's too kind. Okay, so what I decided to do, we've got this beautiful baker's twine, and it is called Silver and Petal Pink Baker's Twine. So I want to use some of the baker's twine just behind on my background to add a little bit of interest. Okay, so the first thing what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some double-sided tape because I just want to tape this on and then I'm going to wrap it around my card. So I'm just going to tape it on. So double-sided tape, very handy for that happening, and we've got it connected there, no problem at all. So I'm just going to wrap this around, no rhyme or reason, just really, really rough. Doesn't actually matter which way we're going to do it. And then I'm going to use some tear and tape over it again, just to pop that down. Kathy's going, I agree with Lisa. Oh, thanks, Kathy. You ladies are too kind. And Matthew. Matthew's on here too, so I can't keep saying you ladies. I have to remember that Matthew's watching as well. So ladies and gentlemen. And Matthew, I see a picture. I was thinking, I seen a picture and you have your peas. I can remember your mother saying that you got your peas, and that's awesome. My daughter has never looked back. Since she got her peas, she's been having a lovely time. Okay, so I'm just going to, with my liquid Tombow. Oh, don't go back to class. You'll watch the rest of the video later. No worries. Have a good time, Matthew. Okay. Alright, so just a bit of Tombow on the back there. And we're going to pop that down onto our base. The reason why I use the Tombow, you get that wiggle room. So normally what I do is I put it on and then I just use my two thumbs. Wiggle it around, get it to sit exactly where I want it to sit. Now I'm going to also put some Tombow on the back of my lovely little snowman. And yes, you can see in the back there that your blends do come through on your Whisper White, but that's fine. You're going to be gluing it onto a layer anyway. But that's because they're alcohol blends, so they will bleed through your cardstock. Okay, and then I'm just going to, with some dimensionals, we need to pop these guys up so that they pop out on the front of our card. So I'm going to keep my dimensionals to the side because I have the baker's twine underneath in the middle. I'm just going to make sure I've got dimensionals on both sides all the way down. And then I'm going to even do an insert for this card because we can't have the card with no insert. Kathy's saying you couldn't agree more. Hello everyone, we're all so lucky that Donna allows us to watch her create stunning creations. Thank you, Angie. I think you're one of my biggest fans, Angie. I've got half of my team on here watching, which is fantastic. I love it when my team watches. So there we have a super, super cute quick card. I'm just going to pop an insert in now. So I want to use my Whisper White on the insert, and I think what I want to do is do this cute little person inside. I think he's super cute. He's a little party person. I think he's having a great time. So it's this one here. So I'm going to mount him up onto a block. Is that block going to be big enough? Yes. Now the idea with your blocks, people, is to make sure that you use a block that your stamp just fits on. It is lovely, isn't it, Catherine? And it is so simple. You don't have to spend hours and hours to make some really super, super quick, cute cards. So this one's a little party snowman, which I think is fantastic for the inside. And then I'm just going to do just a cute little bit of colouring. I'm going to use my Petal Pink again on its scarf. And the hat. And I think that's totally okay. I'm wondering whether I want to do... Has everyone seen the black, the light and the dark? Our basic black? This is it here. So I want to show you what they look like. I'm going to do the boots. So this is our light basic black. So I just thought maybe you want to see what these colours look like. So it's a bit of a charcoaly grey type of look. So that's the light black, the light basic black. I love these colours. I was so excited when I seen that they brought these colours out. Now I'm just going to use the dark. I want to use the dark that there's a bit of a shadow happening down through the bottom here. Same on this one. Just to add a little bit of depth to those boots. Now you may not be able to see that, but when I hold it up closer, you can see it's just added a little bit of depth to the boots. So that's super cute for the inside. I might actually even do this sentiment because I think that's pretty cute too. We may as well use a fair bit out of this stamp set. It says, your friendship warms my heart. So I think it's pretty cute because it's a great stamp set that you can make for children to give to their little friends at school. It's a lovely, quick, fun, cute, quirky card to send to a friend, like somebody that's very good friends of yours, because it's really nice to let people know that you really care about them and you think about them. So I'm just going to ink that up, and I'm just going to pop that. I need to get this nice and straight. Hopefully I'm going to get it straight. There, your friendship warms my heart. So I think that's quite cute. The blends are awesome. You buy stamps just to use the blends. Exactly. It makes you, honestly, Kathy, I think it actually makes you look at your stamp sets totally different. It's taken, using blends has taken our stamping to a whole new level, because now instead of having a stamp that you go, okay, that's a flowery stamp, but you know, if I only stamp it in one colour, how boring is that going to look? Now we can colour our stamped images. And don't be scared to actually use your water-based ink pads. Like I could have stamped the snowman in petal pink and added some petal pink. So don't be scared to actually use your water-based stamp ink pads, using it with your blends as well. I know that the golden rule is that we use Memento for our blends, but yeah, I've seen lots of people using just their normal ink pads. So there you go, super quick, easy card using the beautiful spirited snowman and this buffalo check background. How awesome is that buffalo check background stamp set? So I'm so glad I decided to get that out today and have a go, because it's been on my list of to-do things that I was like, I so need to get that out and have a go. Okay, so the next stamp set we're going to use is Falling for Leaves. Now, I really don't have anything in mind here for using this set. I'll get those out of the way, pop them just there, everything to the left as usual. So we don't really celebrate fall here in Australia. I mean, maybe autumn is our autumn. I mean, fall is so totally different overseas in America. I find that fall is celebrated quite a lot. But thinking of you with a grateful heart, what an awesome sentiment that is. So my idea was I wanted to do a really plain, easy, simple card today using that beautiful sentiment and just using some of the framelits. The framelits that come with this is absolutely to die for, and I haven't used them as yet, but this framelit is simply gorgeous. We've got a beautiful edging framelit here. We've got some lovely leaves and things. So I am going to wing this a little bit. So I'm going to get out my soft, Sahara sand if I can find it. Where have I put that? Okay. So I'm going to use Sahara sand as my base. And I'm also going to use some basic black as a layer. Okay. and some Whisper White. So I think that's all I need. So as you see, you're seeing me do it all in one go here in my video today because, as I said, my prep time, I didn't quite get around to prepping like I should have, but anyway. My bases, I always cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches. Now the reasoning behind why I cut them at 5 3/4 by 8, it's easy then to do your layers because you end up with the front of your card. So I'll show you a quick easy way to fold your card. Butt it up against the top of your cutter, but the other side up against, and fold and use your bone folder. Easiest way to get your card to fold even if you struggle with lining your card base up to fold it. So that's just one of the typical hints. So now what I want to show you is we now have a 4 inch by 5 3/4 inch front of our card. That way then you can step down by 1/4 inches to get your layers. Makes it so much easier. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut a layer for the front, which I'm going to cut that at 5 1/2 by 3 3/4. And the reason behind 5 1/2 and 3 3/4 is that's 1/4 inch off all the edges. Okay, 1/4 inch like that, so it gives me a really nice border. Okay, then I want a Whisper White layer, and is this Whisper White layer going to be the right size for me? Okay, so I'm going to do a Whisper White layer. So that Whisper White layer is then cut at, I will double check it, where I cut it at, 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. So that's another 1/4 inch smaller again. Okay, so that's going to give us some really nice layering happening. And I've decided I want to do another little layer on the inside. So I'm going to do a square, like a rectangle on here. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's try 2 1/2 by, no, sorry, 2 3/4. Now, as you'll see, my cutter here with my black cardstock is creating some furry edges. Now it only happens, what did I just do then? 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 will be the go. It only happens when I use my black cardstock. It is nothing wrong with your trimmer. What it actually is the cardstock is, I don't know, like a different fibrous effect. And you'll find that it only happens with my white and my black. It doesn't happen with any other cardstock. So I'm just going to use an emery board. Just run the emery board down and instantly your little furry bits go away. So I'm going to do that with my other black piece as well. You do that to fold cards, Michelle? Yes, it makes it a lot easier. Oh, hello, Cheryl. How you going from Canada? Oh, snowing over there. 14 inches. Already cleaned the walkways. Times definitely got a workout. I would love to live somewhere where it snows, though. I absolutely love the snow. I think it's gorgeous. Okay, so I've got those layers there like that. I am going to line this one up in the middle, and I think I'm going to use some of my Sahara sand. Pop that out of the way now, I don't need that. Oh, Sharon, I'm always giving great tips. When I say I'm always giving great tips, I just share what I do. I like people to know what I do. And there's no secrets here. If there's something that I find works for me, 3 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to do that one 4 by 3. Okay, so got a good layer there. Oh, wrong way. Other way. Lordy, lordy. 2 3/4. So I need it 2 1/2. Oh, that was so funny. By 3.5. That might be a bit better. Yay, that's better. Told you I was winging it. Okay. Now, I'm going to use a piece of the basic black, and I want to use my Big Shot machine because I want to cut out this beautiful flower here, or leaf I should say. Yeah, full on sunshine, says Sharon. Hope you're keeping warm. Exactly. Ruth says, I file my CS cardstock to easiest way. Yeah, it's only the black and the Whisper White that it happens with mine. So, okay, so I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. Bring in my old faithful Big Shot. I have 2 Big Shots now. I placed a workshop order, and I ordered another Big Shot because I thought that will be great. I'll be able to have people in my classes doing different Big Shot work. And then I didn't really stop and think that they can only do Big Shot work together at the same time if I have 2 sets of framelits. And I don't buy 2 sets of framelits for everything. So anyway. Okay. So I've got my magnetic platform. I'm going to pop that through. Now, as you can see, it has a framelit around the outside, and it also has the insert framelit. The insert framelit, if I just cut it without the outside framelit, it would just cut it into the cardstock but leave the actual image in the cardstock. I want it to cut all the way out, so I've put the outside framelit around it. So it's beautiful that we can have the best of both worlds. We can either cut it out or leave the shape in, which is something that we can do lots more of as well. I find that we probably don't do enough of that, or I don't anyway. Okay, so I'm going to run this through a few times. It's very intricate, so I want to make sure that it cuts out really, really well. Yeah, it sounds so strange for us, Cheryl, for you to be talking about snow, because for me to get snow here in Australia, I have to travel hours to get the snow. Okay. Well, no, I tell a lie. I could have cut that out without that outside edging, because look what it does. There you go. So it does cut it out. I didn't need that outside edging on it. But what I could do is I could actually cut it out of a different bit of cardstock and get a different color around the edge. So there you go. I learned something. As I said, first time I'm using these products today, so I'm learning as I go. And everything just fell on the floor, but that's okay. Alright, so now I'm going to, with my pokey tool, I'm going to poke some of those out. I should have done it while I still had it in the framelit. But they poke out pretty easy. I'm going to end up with it all over my desk. And now you're going to sit here and watch me while I poke out all these tiny little pieces. But as you can see, it has cut out really, really nice. If I had have used, you can use a dryer sheet. If you put a dryer sheet in, you'll find all your little bits will stick to the dryer sheet. So you find it comes out easy. But as you can see, they're coming out pretty easy. So because I ran it through a couple of times, that was just to guarantee that all of these tiny little pieces will come out really easy. You travel about an hour to the snow, Michelle? Yeah. Michelle, while I've got you on here and you're chatting with me, did you ring Stamping Up to see if there was any places at Onstage available? Because I think it was the end of last month that everybody would have had to cancel if they weren't going to go. So I was hoping, fingers crossed, that there might have been a spare spot. You like the leaf in black, Lisa? Yeah. Well, I wanted to do black, and I love the Sahara sand with the black. I think it's just simply gorgeous. Okay, so I think I want to cut out, I need some more cutouts because I don't think that's enough. It's a little bit plain for what I wanted to do. So I think what I might do is see what other Could I do something like that in behind? No. That and that looks good. Okay, what other framelits do I have here? The leafy one. Yes, I want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to cut out, believe it or not, some black leaves as well. Okay, I'll bring that big shot back in. Oh, there goes the framelit on the floor as well. Everything's going on the floor today, not over to the left, just on the floor. Bring that back in. Okay. Now it's a pity we don't have more than one of these leaves because it would have been nice to be able to cut out a few, but oh, I can actually probably cut out something a little bit different. We'll try that one. We may as well see what these framelits are like. That one, that one, that one, this one. That way I can choose which ones I want to use. Okay, that one. Make sure we've got all those on there. I think that one there can go there. I wouldn't mind this edging bit. It'd be quite nice. Might try that as well. I'm going to cut those ones out first and then I'm going to put that edging bit on. Kathy's saying, that's okay, it can't fall any further than the floor. That is so true, Kathy. At least I know if I can't find it on the desk, I can just look around the floor and I'll find it. Oh, you made the decision you weren't going to go? That's okay. I just thought maybe there might have been an off chance. I would have loved to have met you in person. But anyway, we've got more time. We've got other chances. Next on stage, we'll have to make it a definite. Okay, so I just want to trim a bit of that out of the way so that I can put that edging bit on. Okay, I'm going to pop that back on and I just want to put this little edgelet bit on. Just want to see what that ends up like. I thought while I'm going, I may as well try all these framelits and see what they turn out like. Seeing it's my first go, I'm having a bit of a play around with them. April and Maui. We're definitely going to go to Maui together, Michelle, for sure. It's going to happen. I want heaps of my team members earning Maui this year. It'd be awesome. So as you know, we've actually just started a new Stampin' Up year. So what actually that means is we now have the next 12 months that we work towards earning our incentive trip. So Stampin' Up gives us, well, they don't give it to us, we earn it. We work really hard and we earn it. But Stampin' Up reward you for all your hard work. So I earned the trip to Greece, as you know, and now I have a few of my team members that are working towards trying to earn the trip for Maui. So what we need is 160,000 flex points, which that sounds like a lot right at this time of the year, but when it gets towards the end of the Stampin' Up year, it gets so exciting the closer you get to it and the countdown. And hopefully I'm going to earn the trip to Maui as well. So it's my first incentive trip that I've earned. I've only been with Stampin' Up for 2 years. And I worked really, really hard and I earned the trip to Greece. And so now I have to turn around and do all that hard work that I did last year. I need to turn around and do it again this year so that I can earn the trip to Maui. So next year will be my first trip overseas ever. So it was very, very exciting for Daryl and I to be able to have this opportunity, and what an awesome company to work for, to be able to get that opportunity to travel overseas. All expenses paid for a Greek Isles cruise, 7-day cruise around the Greek Isles. So that will be super, super exciting, I would say. Okay, So we have a few bits here that we can use. I haven't got that one out yet. Pop that one out. These are really, really delicate framelits, so you've got to be very, very careful when you're popping them out of your, oh, look at that one, it just popped out. That's gorgeous, simply gorgeous. Okay, let's pop all these aside so I don't lose them. Hey Anita, how you going? You caught me in your lunch break. Well, that is awesome. So happy that you've decided to spend your lunch break with me. Okay, so I need something on this background. I feel like this background's just a bit too bare. So I'm going to get my Sahara sand. And I'm going to mount up. There's this super cute little... do I want to use that? Yeah, I want to use that. Okay, so there's a super cute little leafy, prongy type of thing here. Don't you love my English here? Leafy, prongy thing. Makes sense, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Leafy, prongy thing. Oh, sorry, that's right. Matthew went back to class, didn't he? Okay, so I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of paper because I want to stamp off the edge. To keep an eye on the time today too. I've got to go and pick my daughter up from work. School holidays is fantastic that they don't have to go to school, but then they get work shifts and trying to organise my time. So I do apologise for yesterday that I didn't go live when I was supposed to, but I ended up having to get called in and go and pick my children up from work shifts, and it coincided right exactly when I was about to do a live video, so I had to say that I couldn't go live, and I don't normally like to do that. I always like to be a person of my word, and if I say I'm going to go live at a certain time, I like to definitely make sure that I do that. But as my child said to me, one of my children, she said, well, Mum, it's really bad that you have to be a mum, isn't it? You know, like you have to pick your child up. Really sad that you actually have to all of a sudden be a mum. And I went, well, I've been a mum for many, many years, and I have picked you all up for many, many years. But anyway, it's a little bit hard trying to organise our time all around who's going to work, who's starting work, who's finishing work, who's getting picked up when. So as you can see, I've just created a really nice background there. So I think that's super cute. Now I want to stamp this lovely... phrase, thinking of you with a grateful heart. So I'm going to stamp that. Thank you for sharing, Anita. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, Michelle, you're going to have a good crack at getting that trip. That's all you can do. All you can do is set your mind to it and say, I'm just going to give it a good hot go. If I get it, it's a bonus. If I don't, I get set up for the next year to earn. Oh, one of your aunties is on here, Karen. That's awesome. You're watching crafting and so is your auntie. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this. I'm using Early Espresso here, so I thought that would be nice to keep in those nice earthy tones. And I just want to stamp it off to the side, I think. Am I going to like that? Is it straight? No, I'm not going to like that. That was really, really bad. Let's turn it over and have another go. Sorry, it's so hard when it's not down in your view. Maybe I need to stand up so I can do this one. That's the plan. Get over the top so I can watch where I'm going to stamp it. Okay, so this is a photopolymer stamp. I probably should have had my piercing mat underneath, but it has stamped perfectly, so I think I'm happy with that. Okay, I'll pop the lids on those inks so I don't get it all over me. And I also think I'm going to use some of our beautiful ribbon. I love this ribbon. This is what we call our glittered organdy ribbon. This ribbon is absolutely to die for. I absolutely love it. It's got that beautiful glitter shimmer in it. But it's fantastic for adding just some bit of oomph to your project. So I think what I want to do is I want to do this, but I also want that ribbon to go through. I think I want that ribbon to go through underneath, which I do. So I'm going to cut that length of ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to glue these two pieces down first. You love that ribbon too, Karen? Yes, it's definitely one of my favourites. I've got a couple of reels of that ribbon because I simply love it as well. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on like that, wiggle it around because I've got that wiggle room with my glue, using my thumbs. Now, with my tear and tape, I'm going to pop the ribbon on and I'm just going to glue it with my tear and tape on the other side. Actually, I'm going to use my tear and tape. I'm going to do it the way. I'm so missing our fast fuse. This is what I used to do with fast fuse. It was so good. I used to be able to just grab out my fast fuse, run 2 strips along there, stick the ends of my ribbon in, and I was done. So now, if you're a fast fuse lover and you're missing it, this is what's going to take its place, is our tear and tape. So now I'm going to do exactly like what I used to do when I had the fast fuse there. I'm going to wrap it around and take that backing off and pop it into my tear and tape. Sorry, that was probably out of screen then. The ribbon's on your wish list, Anita? Yeah, it's pretty beautiful ribbon. And as you can see, the glitter that just creates there is simply beautiful. Okay, so these two I'm going to glue together with my Tombow. Okay, so wiggle again with my fingers to get that lovely border happening. Okay, so that's coming together quite nicely, I'm thinking. Okay, so I think I want to pop that up on dimensionals. Okay. Have no idea, Megan, why they got rid of fast fuse. I was devastated. I loved it. Hey Deborah, how you going? I loved fast fuse, and I know people either loved it or hated it. I mean, some people, it was their nemesis. They just could not cope with it. Once I actually got used to it and got used to the flicking at the end to cut it off, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And yeah, so I was devastated when they decided to take it away. And then to make it even harder for us, in America, they just had it on their clearance rack. They had fast fuse back again, the refills. And I was like, oh my Lord, why can't they do that for us here in Australia? But anyway, it's all good. We've just got to learn to live without it. Okay, so I think I'm going to just pop that on there. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue just on all this side. So I'm just going to, with my Tombow, just tiny little dots when it comes out. You don't need a lot. Just enough glue just on the edge of your Tombow, on your spout of your Tombow is heaps. As you can see, I'm just popping, sorry, I'll bring it down a bit. I'm just popping a little tiny bit of glue on there to glue that down. Some people use their sponge and their glue and one of the silicone mats, but I'm quite happy just to do it that way. So, oops, and then I say that and then it comes off with my finger. Just kidding. Okay, so I think that's looking pretty cute. Now I've got to work out, I thought about popping this down underneath here, which I think that's pretty cute too, as a lovely edging underneath. So I think I'm just going to trim that right there and pop a little bit of Tombow on that. And I'm just going to slide that in underneath that layer. Which that looks super cute. And just with my pokey tool, I'm just going to make sure that that's adhered down to my card. Now I have these that are looking really cute as well. I'm thinking that one could go there quite nicely. Hey Merle, how you going? Thanks for joining. Stunning card, Angie, you think? I think these framelits are making it happen. I think they're definitely making it happen. I think I've got enough. I don't think I need any more. I think I'm going to use that for the inside. I've got a plan. I'm going to do something for the inside, so I have a plan. I have a few leaves left there. Okay, so I'm going to pop that up. No, I'm going to do that in a little while. I'm going to do the inside, so I need a piece of Whisper White. Where did I put all my layers? Over here. Piece of Whisper White for the inside of my card, which that one there is perfect. Okay, I think I want to glue these on. Just like so. Yeah, I think that's quite nice. So I'm going to use that one. Actually, I could use that one up there. I'm going to cut the end off that. I'm going to use that one up the top, and then I'm going to use the two little ones down the bottom. You need some of the ribbon, Michelle? Oh, you got your stamp cub kit. That's wonderful, Mel. I'm glad it arrived. Wow, that was quick. See, isn't it funny, Mel? I waited for so long for your Christmas card to arrive, and yet that parcel I sent out on Tuesday, and it's arrived already. And what is it? Today's only Wednesday. Wow. So that arrived overnight. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that one there like that. Because today's only Wednesday and I had a public holiday Monday. So yeah, I posted them yesterday. That's amazing. But parcel post is way quicker. So maybe parcel post, it didn't go anywhere. It just stayed here and went straight to your place. That one and this one. I'm still waiting on my husband's passport. Hasn't arrived, people. Looks like I might have to be taking someone else to Greece with me. Okay. So that one's pretty super cute like that. Okay. And I just a little bit of glue there. Okay, and I think I want to stamp some of that Sahara sand. Oh my Lord, look at what I just did. Smudge, smudge, smudge. Okay, I can fix it. I can fix it. Can I fix it? I can. No. Lordy, lordy. Smudge, smudge. Can I fix it? Oh, really? It decided to update in the middle of it. I am going to fix that smudge. I'm going to pop some of that ribbon along the bottom there just to finish that off and cover up my big smudge that I just did. So see, there you go. I've done a mistake and I'm now going to show you how to fix it. Okay, so tear and tape again on the back of my card. I must have put my big finger in the ink. The stamp set of the leaf or something over it. Yes. I'm just going to put some ribbon over it, Deborah. Hey, Lyndall, how you going? And I think the ribbon's going to tie that in with the front, which will be quite nice. So there you go. You always get ink on your fingers. I don't normally do, very rarely do I smudge anything. I have no idea how I even got it on my fingers, so there you go. But that doesn't look too bad. I think it will pass the trick. Do you think? Pass the test. Okay. And now with this front one, I'm going to just glue that straight down because I think I've got enough. Hey Camilla, how you going? I think I've got enough glue by now. I mean enough dimension, so I think I'm just going to glue that directly straight down. For some reason, you seem to get ink all over your fingers only with the new style. Yes, and it is a new style one that I just had then too, Jan. I do agree with that. I've probably got inkier fingers with the new stamp ink pads than the old ones. So that one's pretty cute. What do you think, everyone? What do you think? That's a lovely set. That's our wonderful Falling for Leaves stamp set. So that is awesome. I'm going to do one more. No, I really need to get cracking and go and get my daughter. I was going to do one more card, but I really haven't got anything planned. So I'm just going to flip you back around, have a bit of a chat. Oh, don't do that. Okay, flip you back around and have a bit of a chat and turn off those scary lights. Lordy, lordy, we don't need those scary lights on. Oh, and there goes my phone, it totally collapsed. Okay, so if this is the first time you've watched me crafting, I hope you enjoyed my crafting session this afternoon. I'm sorry it's short and sweet. I know I'm normally on for way longer. You hurry up, you need your big shot. I agree. I'm waiting on a couple of orders at the moment. So my Stamps Club kits have all gone out, all bar a couple. I'm still waiting on a few items to arrive, and they will be in the post. So if you haven't received your Stamp Club, I mean, I've only sent them out Tuesday, so I can't believe Merle, but Merle only lives 20 minutes away from me, so but I can't believe they're out and in the post already. So if you want to know about my Stamp Club is an awesome club to be a part of. For $45 per month, you get a stamp set, which is yours to keep. I design a class. You make 6 cards using that stamp set, and the cards are all designed around using the stamp set. It is a 3 months minimum subscription when you first join up. If you want to stay on month by month after that, you're totally welcome. But I do ask for 3 months minimum for you to subscribe to. And that doesn't mean you have to pay your 3 months up front. You just pay each month on the 20th of each month. And it is an awesome way of building up your craft supplies and getting a video tutorial and a class packet to go with it to make 6 cards. So you get a new stamp set. I pick the stamp set every month. You are not locked into the stamp set by all means. You are able to change it out for something of the same value, and I'm happy to do that, but the class will be designed around that stamp set that I have chosen for the month. And I do try to change it up. At the moment, I'm doing ones out of the holiday catalogue. So if you've jumped on this afternoon later and you didn't catch it before, if you share my video and type shared in the comments, even if you're watching this back later on, you will go into the draw, and this month I will be drawing the Winter Woods stamp set is going to be my stamp set giveaway that I'm doing at the end of the month. So I've popped up the host code on my business page. If you wanted to place any orders and they're under $250, please pop the host code in. For every order that is placed through my online store, I will be sending out a personal gift plus a handmade card for every order that you order. So if there's some of those crafting items that you need, I would absolutely love your business. If you haven't got a catalogue and you would like me to pop a catalogue in the post, I'm happy to do that. Under the condition, it costs me a lot of money for the catalogues. It costs me nearly $18 to send a catalogue out. So in return, I would just appreciate your business and some online orders. So exciting times. As I said once again in the beginning, if you wanted to join my team, there's 2 ways of joining these days. You can do the business joining pack, which is $235. You get your business apron, you get your pop-up scrap bin, and you get a $50 voucher. If you wanted to just join and pick your own starter kit instead of the pre-organized kit, you won't get the apron or the scrap bin or the $50 voucher, but you will get $235 for the price of $169. It all gets delivered freight free, and then you enjoy 20% discount while ever you stay current. There is no lock-in. There is nothing to be scared about. Joining Stampin' Up was the best thing I ever did in my life, other than having children and getting married and things like that. But it is a wonderful company to be a part of, and there's no pressure selling. Nobody harasses you and makes you sell. You can join wholly and solely just to get 20% discount. I would love to have you as part of my team. As I said, the limited edition products that are available at the moment, you can actually order in your starter kit if you wanted to do your own starter kit. So I'll just hold them up. I'm going to flip that around so you can read it. It's really hard to get used to this. It feels like it's all back to front. The Snowflake Showcase, you can order in your starter kit if you wanted to join my team. Now, when you join my team, you get to be a part of our Wild Heart Crafters team. And I can tell you, we have some lots and lots of fun, and there's some Wild Heart Crafters on here right at this very moment that are watching. Now, this is a beautiful stamp set. There's another stamp set. There's also some awesome framelits, some snowflake trinkets, and this paper is like velvet. So I've ordered mine. As Stampin' Up demonstrators, we're allowed to get them a month early, so we're actually allowed to, I'll flip that back around again, we're actually allowed to get our products 1 month early, so it's awesome to be part of Stampin' Up for that reason. And yeah, I would love to have you as part of my team. Sorry, I've got all these notification things happening. Love to have you as part of the Wild Heart Crafters. And Michelle, Angie, they're all saying here that it was the best thing that they ever did, because they're all part of my Wild Heart Crafters, and we have great fun. We do monthly challenges. Any videos that I have, I upload the videos to our group. I give you basic business training if you need business training, and I'm always there for my team members. If they ever need a hand, they ever have a question, I'm always happy to help my team members. And there's a few team members that are going for the Maui trip this year, so I'm hoping that I get to take some of my team members. I'm hoping I earn the trip. I'm hoping my team members earn the trip. So that's just one of the perks of being part of Stampin' Up. So yes, we are a crafting family, exactly what Angie said, being part of Donna's crafting family. And we have a good time. We have an awesome time together, and we're an awesome bunch of girls. We would welcome some males into our group. If some males wanted to join, we'd be happy to have males in our group as well. We all are a positive group of people, and we all have a wonderful time. So hopefully you enjoyed that live crafting session this afternoon. I know it's only short and sweet. I will bring back in the couple of cards that I made. So I did make the awesome little Santa one. So that is a super, super cute bundle, and I'm so glad I got it out today. And the buffalo check, and this beautiful one here. So I hope you enjoyed that crafting. Please share my videos, like my videos, comment, shared. If you haven't followed my business page, click the follow now, and make sure you turn on notifications. So until next time, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll catch you all again next week. Maybe I might shift my crafting to Wednesdays. Wednesday at 12 seemed really good. So I'm going to try and do another crafting session, hopefully at the end of this week. Okay, so bye for now, everyone. Have a lovely day.